Maya Johnson didn't like repeating herself. She wasn't the kind of person who asked the same question twice, because when she asked something the first time, she expected a real answer, not a delay, not a distraction, and definitely not silence. That was just who she was, clear, direct, and aware of everything happening around her. So when something felt off, she didn't ignore it. She couldn't. It stayed with her, growing louder in her mind until it demanded attention. That's exactly what was happening now, and it started with something so small it almost felt meaningless. Jayden didn't come home that night. At first, Maya didn't think much of it. He had mentioned being busy before. Work, meetings, things that sounded normal and reasonable. Things she had accepted without questioning. But this time felt different, and she couldn't explain why. Her phone rested beside her on the couch, lighting up every few minutes with notifications that weren't from him. Each time the screen lit up, her heart reacted before her mind could stop it, hoping it was Jayden. But every time, it wasn't. The screen went dark again, leaving her in the same silence. She checked the time, 11:42 p.m. She crossed her arms and leaned back slightly. "He'll text," she whispered to herself, trying to stay calm, trying to stay logical. But he didn't. Midnight passed quietly. Then 1, then 2. The night stretched longer than it should have, and by the time she finally fell asleep, her thoughts weren't calm. They weren't even quiet. They were loud, filled with questions she didn't want to ask but couldn't stop thinking about. The next morning, Jayden walked in like nothing had happened. Calm, composed, completely normal. Too normal. Maya was already awake, sitting at the table, waiting. Not moving, not speaking, just watching. He paused for a second when he saw her. "Hey," he said casually. Maya didn't respond right away. She just looked at him, studying his expression, the way he stood, the way he avoided eye contact for just a moment too long. "Hey," she repeated finally, her voice controlled, almost too controlled. Jayden walked further into the room. "You're up early," he said, trying to sound relaxed. Maya nodded once. "Yeah." Silence followed. He set his keys down, took off his jacket, moved like everything was fine, like nothing had changed. But Maya noticed everything. Every small movement, every detail, every second. Then she asked the question she had been holding all night. "Where were you last night?" Jayden paused. It was quick, almost unnoticeable, but Maya saw it. "I told you," he said casually. "I had stuff to do." Maya's expression didn't change. "What stuff?" He shrugged slightly. "Work. Too fast. Too simple. The same pattern again." Maya leaned back just a little. "Work until 2 in the morning?" Jayden sighed, clearly uncomfortable now. "Maya," he started, but she didn't let him redirect it. "No," she said quietly, her voice steady but firm. "Answer the question." Silence filled the room. Jayden looked at her, then away, then back again, like he was searching for something to say that would make sense. "I was with friends," he finally said. Maya's eyes narrowed slightly. "What friends?" Another pause, longer this time. "You don't know them," he replied. That was the moment everything shifted. Maya stood up slowly, her patience gone. "You're lying." Jayden's expression changed immediately. "Why would I lie?" he asked, defensive now. "Because nothing you're saying makes sense," she replied. "That doesn't mean I'm lying. It means you're not telling the truth." The tension between them grew heavier, sharper, harder to ignore. Jayden ran a hand through his hair, clearly frustrated. "You're overthinking again." Maya laughed, but there was no humor in it. "Don't do that," she said. "Do what?" he asked. "Make this about me." Silence followed, because he knew she was right. Maya stepped closer, her voice lower now, but stronger. "I waited all night." Jayden's expression softened slightly. "I didn't know you were waiting." Maya shook her head. "That's the point. You didn't think about me at all." That hit him. Jayden looked down briefly before looking back at her. "That's not fair," he said. Maya's voice dropped even more. "What's not fair is feeling like I don't matter." Another silence, heavier than before. Jayden stepped forward slightly. "I was just out, okay?" Maya stared at him. "With who?" He hesitated again. and that hesitation said everything she needed to know. Maya stepped back, shaking her head. Wow. Maya! No, she cut in, her voice cracking just slightly, though she tried to hide it. Just stop. She looked at him, hurt now, not just frustrated. You don't even hear yourself. Jayden frowned. What are you talking about? You're not answering anything, she said. I am. No, you're avoiding everything. Silence again. This time, undeniable. Maya turned away for a moment, trying to calm herself, but it didn't work. The frustration, the confusion, the fear, it was all still there. She turned back to him, determined. One more time, she said. Where were you? Jayden looked at her, really looked at her, and something in his expression shifted. Then he exhaled slowly. I was at the hospital. Everything stopped. Maya blinked, confused. What? Jayden's voice dropped. My brother. Her expression changed instantly. He got into an accident last night. Silence filled the space again, but this time it felt different. Not sharp, not angry, just heavy. I didn't want to worry you, Jayden continued. It happened fast. I didn't even process it. Maya felt her chest tighten, but not from anger anymore, from realization. Why didn't you tell me? She asked softly. Jayden looked down. Because I didn't know how. That answer felt familiar, almost too familiar. Maya softened. You should have called. I know. You should have told me. I know. Another pause followed, but this one didn't feel like it was breaking them. It felt like it was holding them in place, forcing them to understand each other. Maya stepped closer. Is he okay? Jayden nodded. He will be. She let out a slow breath, relief mixing with everything else she felt. Then she looked at him again. You scared me. Jayden's voice softened. I'm sorry. And this time, it felt real. Later that day, Maya sat with Chloe and Ava again. Well? Chloe asked immediately. Maya shook her head slightly. Not what we thought. Chloe leaned back. So he's still not trash? Maya smiled faintly. No. Ava nodded. What happened? Maya looked down for a moment, then back up. Sometimes, the truth isn't what you expect. Ava smiled gently. It rarely is. Maya leaned back in her seat, thinking. But I learned something. What? Ava asked. Maya paused before answering. Sometimes people don't lie. They just don't know how to share the truth. And that realization stayed with her. Because sometimes the problem isn't what someone does, it's what they don't say. If you blink, you miss it. So subscribe now.